Hey everybody, it's the Mad Master here. I'm doing a video while I'm cooking lunch. Decided to do 2 extra videos today because I just had a lot of fire in me. I'm taking my alternate vacation or alternate holiday or whatever because I had to work on Memorial Day an hour later too. God, for Christ's sake. So this video is bound to be controversial, and rightfully so. But I have no proof of this. I have no evidence, and this whole theory or hypothesis, more likely, is something I came up with the other day, or not the other day, no, today actually. So, but it's actually something I was thinking about for a while. So, sort of like loosely. So there's a lot of this talk about fat acceptance and obesity acceptance, which is a complete polar reversal from like 10 years ago during the Obama administration, with giving credit where credit is due. Michelle Obama, as much as she likes to cavort with war criminals like George W. Bush, her whole like fitness and nutrition like emphasis, criticized by a lot of Republicans at the time, which is fucking ridiculous, honestly. But it's like the opposite now. And I have a couple theories about this, about why. Talked about this in a previous video. I've been losing weight. I'm not the most nutritious person. I'm not at my ideal body weight, obviously. But, you know, I'm working on it. I think I've noticed this used to be like way lower, like I said in a previous video. And the camera's not that much. It's not high, you know, super high or anything. I'm not doing a fat guy overhead photo, FGOP. Actually, they used to call it in the pickup scene, fat girl overhead photo, because that's what you would experience. You go, I mean, I had countless dates where, this is why my online dating has suffered in the past. It's like you'll see all the women's profile pictures, and you'll go on the date and you realize they're doing this all the time, you know, with the camera. And it's like, it's deceptive. It is. You know, they say men are deceptive, like lying about their age or their occupation or whatever, but it's deceptive to do that too. It doesn't, because of the patriarchy is bad, doesn't mean the other side's good. Right. Anyways, so back to the video at hand. So this is just a little hypothesis, okay? I wouldn't be surprised if some of this obesity acceptance, like beauty at any size, and like some of this stuff going on, like you're a pig if you don't like fat women or whatever, or you're an asshole. Some of the stuff going on isn't like subsidized, or at least like astroturfed in some way by like the chemical companies or the food additive companies, or, you know, some of these people. I would not be surprised. This is just a little theory. Maybe I did talk about it. It's like, you got to think about this, like who benefits from this idea? I understand, just as a little disclaimer, I understand some people just have genetic predispositions to obesity or being overweight. Some people have weird metabolism. Some people have metabolic disorders. Some people have, you know, it's just a lot of different things can occur. Sometimes birth control causes that, like, which would fit into my theory. Like, you know, there was this whole, you know, the Alex Jones, the plastic or the BPA is making the frogs gay or whatever, which is this right-wing twist on an actual study about transsexual frogs, or, you know, dual sex frogs, because of plastic, which was sort of discredited, but like it is an actual study that's out there. Why are they making the frogs gay? You know, I mean, it's stupid, the whole thing, like how he kind of had to like sort of like pander to his audience by saying gay instead of transsexual at the time, because it was like he put a little culture war into his conspiracy theory and info war, you know. It's kind of stupid. Well, it is stupid, but it's not as shocking as, you know, what he was going to say. So, I mean, you think about gay frogs, it's kind of funny. It's like, you know, a rainbow frog or something, or, you know, some other, you know, stupid jokes or stereotypes of boomer humor back in the day. You know, just think about it. It's kind of funny, but it's stupid too. But anyways, that's the whole thing. Like, I think some of this might be related, you know, who knows what might have influenced these ideas. It's like corporations want to make money, just like with the whole, the message they're sending right now, giving people free donuts who get the JAB. That's just kind of fucked up. It's like, okay, we're going to give you more of what makes you more susceptible to the thing in the first place that you're getting this thing for. Oh, it's just so disgusting. And instead of encourage, why not, if people get the thing, why not give them free gym memberships? How about that? Or, free Whole Foods discounts or something, like burgers, like the de Blasio, you get free steaks and fries and shake. It's fucked up. I'm making a taco pizza right now, so I'm not exactly innocent of eating bad food, but it's like this whole thing, like this whole obesity acceptance, blah blah blah. I wouldn't be surprised if there's some people that are funding. You could look into like some of these movements and stuff. So and so got money from this company. Who knows? Maybe Coke and Pepsi, or if you watch the Nestle documentary, there's this guy that did this Nestle documentary. That it actually opened my eyes to a lot of stuff. How much like these companies pay off people and stuff. I wouldn't be surprised if there's some of this going on with this obesity acceptance. Watch porn movies from the 70s and tell me you don't think like half the people are anorexic. Of course, they were all on Coke and shit, but even from the 80s and 90s, they're less anorexic than the 70s. All these food additives and corn syrup and all this stuff. I wouldn't be surprised there's money going, hey, we run a organization for plus size models. Some corn syrup, money flowing in there or whatever, the corn, National Association of Corn Syrup or something. I'm not saying this. I'm just saying I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not saying this is true, but it's kind of my little hypothesis. Like, they want to keep people fat, and they want to popularize fat and make it part of wokeism, as obesity acceptance. Whereas 10 years ago, well, we got to get more healthy. So kudos to Michelle Obama for that. If she said some of this stuff today about nutrition and weight, and fitness, she probably would be like canceled. The First Lady of the United States. I'm not going to get into anything more about that statement. I know there's a lot of stupid bullshit about that. I'd say Melinda Gates. Sure, I could buy that, but Michelle Obama, I never got like that. I don't think she looks like a woman to me, as far as all these stupid theories. You're muddying the waters with all stupid shit. I wouldn't even give a fuck if I found out that she was originally a man or whatever. It's stupid bullshit. It's so stupid, though. That stuff was so dumb. But accolades to her for the fitness and nutrition stuff, I'm looking back on that and fondly. Is Jill Biden done any of this stuff? Obama was, Joe Biden makes Obama look like fucking Kennedy Kennedy and FDR in comparison to him. And nowadays, he was way better. And I'm not even saying he was the drone bomber in chief. I'm giving him credit, though, especially his wife for pushing that. But no, that wouldn't be politically acceptable nowadays, would it? Because you're supposed to just accept, this infamous TikToker that this video, if you have preferences for thinner women, you're a pig, you're problematic, you're discriminatory. It's like, I like a little cushion in my pushing. Okay, I'll say that. But there's a certain line that I won't cross. It's hard enough to get towards the boundary of that crossing. And I like spinners like the next guy, but spinners. It's just, and I like a little cushion in my pushing too, though, I'll admit it. And it's just so ridiculous. And these companies, there's so much astroturfing going on and all this money going everywhere from all these foundations, organizations. I just wouldn't be surprised if some of this fat acceptance is being pushed by some of these forces. And what are they putting in our food? What are they putting in our water? You know, it's like they're making us fat for when the aliens come down, like in the movie Bad Taste. No, I don't think so. But you know, it's one of those things. They want to normalize obesity. And you know, there's a lot of problems even with the BMI calculator, because like if some person has a certain muscle mass or a certain height, they might be obese by the BMI calculator. And I might not even be obese anymore by the BMI calculator. I'd have to check, but it's like, you know, so I mean, there are problems with some of these ideas. Obviously, they should be called into question about what fat is, or what, you know, acceptance. But this tendency on the left right now to say you should, and especially tying it into you shouldn't have preferences, it's like, if nobody, or the only preferences you should have is like if the common interests are or the same, or what, or you know, or different, or whatever. It's like, I wouldn't date someone in a wheelchair that was 500 pounds, even if they were the biggest blind guardian fanatic in the world, or, you know, like John Carpenter and Brian De Palma movies, and, you know, whatever. I wouldn't fucking date him. I would not. That's just, you know, and I like someone that's has different interests, because it's like you can like kind of have a contrast, and they can, oh, I like some of your music now. You've played me all this metal, you know. I like that band, you know. I got a girl into Danzig back in the day, you know. It's like, got really into Danzig. She was like into some like harder stuff, but you know, it's like this contrast thing. It's good. But yeah, she was, you know, I'm sorry, she was physically attractive. Oh my God. And she was not obese. Oh my God. What a nightmare. You can't get a date with a decent man. But, you know, if that has to do with anything with like laziness and eating shitty food, then fuck you. If it's not genetic, or if it's not something that, you know, that you're just lazy ass watching TV all day, like half of Americans do, you know, we're rewarding in a lot of our society, and especially on the left right now, and on the right too. Let's just be honest. We're rewarding bad behavior. People are failing up. You know, look at our president. That's about all.